Hey everyone, what's up? We've got a lot to cover today, and I'm pretty pumped because this is one of those moments in the offseason where things start getting real. We're talking about the rookie minicamp. That's right, the young. Guns are finally in the building, and it's time to see who's got what it takes to wear the silver and black. Now, been doing my homework, watching film, making notes, and I've got a list of players I'll be keeping a close eye on. These are guys who were either selected in the 2025 draft or picked up afterward as undrafted. Free agents. We're talking about a total of 11 drafted rookies plus a solid group of UDFAs who are itching to prove they belong. Now let's clear something up right away. The date I'm recording this is May 8th, and that's the official reporting day for rookies in Las Vegas. Veterans aren't required to be there just yet, but I'll say this. Under a new regime, I'm watching closely to see which vets decide to show up anyway. That kind of move tells me a lot about leadership and commitment. The ones who volunteer to be around, to mentor the new guys and set the tone. That's the type of culture we need to build a winning team. So for those who haven't memorized the draft class yet, and hey, no judgment if you haven't, let me give you a quick refresher. In the early rounds, we picked up Ashton Gentry, Jack Beck, Darian Porter, Caleb Rogers, and Charles Grant. Day 3 brought in Dante Thornton Jr., Tonka Hemingway, J.J. Peegs, Tommy Mellott, Cam Miller, and Cody Lindenberg. That's a diverse group with a lot of potential and plenty of storylines. Some of these guys are already getting buzz. Others are flying under the radar. Either way, this minicamp is their first real chance to make an impression. Now, when it comes to the undrafted, guys, this group is sneaky good. There's jaw joiner Parker Clemens, who, by the way, has one of the best beards I've ever seen on a lineman. Matt Jones, Mello Dodson, Jared Hufford, Trayvon Mai, Carter Renan, Hodge Malik Williams, Greedy Vance, Hudson Clark, John Humphrey, Pat Conroy, Jalen Walker, and Zachary Franklin. And then there's Anthony Booker Jr. and Lucky Tshi, who's part of the international program. And honestly, I'm not putting him strictly in the UDFA group, because that wouldn't be fair. He deserves his own category, and I'll be including him in my breakdowns. But let's take a step back. When you think about this minicamp, who's the rookie that has to make a statement? Who's got the most to prove? You could argue that Ashton Gentry, being a top draft pick, needs to come out and show why he was taken so high. Or maybe your vote goes to Cody Lindenberg, a 7th round linebacker fighting for a roster spot in a position group that's completely up for grabs. Remember, last year MJ Devonshire didn't even stick with a team despite being drafted in the same round. That tells you how competitive it is. So, yeah, Gentry might be the guy the fans are excited about, but Lindenberg's fighting tooth and nail just to stay on the roster. I want to walk you through how I'm ranking these guys in terms of my own personal interest. The players I'm most curious to watch this weekend. Let's start at the bottom and work our way up. And keep in mind, this isn't about disrespecting anyone. If a guy's at the bottom of my list, it just means I have more questions than answers right now. He can absolutely climb if he shows something impressive during camp. At number 11, I've got Cam Miller. Look, I'm rooting for the guy, but if I'm being honest, I just don't see him shaking up the quarterback room. He's going to be competing with Aiden O'Connell, who I still believe is the team's number 2 behind the starter. Cam's going to need to do something special to move that needle. Maybe he flashes something unexpected, but for now, I'm tempering expectations. Number 10 is Caleb Rogers. He's someone I'm genuinely curious about, especially in terms of how the coaching staff plans to use him. He played a lot of left tackle in college, but I don't think that's where he fits best here. Personally, I'd like to see him working at right guard or right tackle. He's got the size and the frame, but I want to see how he adjusts to those spots. And if he can hold his own against pro-level pass rushers, now 9th on my list is Charles Grant. I liked what I saw from him in college. He stood out at William and Mary, no doubt. But this is the NFL now, and he's going to be lining up across from athletes who are bigger, faster, and more polished than anything he's ever seen. I want to see how quickly he adapts, how confident he looks, and whether he can translate that small school dominance to the next level. Tonka Hemingway lands at number 8. He's a defensive tackle who brings a bit of versatility to the table, and there's decent depth at that position on the roster. The real question is, can he become the next Adam Butler type player? Can he contribute right away, or is he more of a long-term project? I'll be watching his reps closely to see where he fits into the rotation. Number 7 goes to J.J. Pegas. This guy's a true wild card. He's played tight end, defensive line, and even fullback at times. The question is, what role will the Raiders carve out for him? I'm guessing he'll spend most of his time at defensive tackle, but don't be surprised if the coaches experiment a bit. He's got the kind of versatility that can really pay off if used correctly, and I'm eager to see how they approach that. At number 6, we've got Dante Thornton Jr. The dude is 6'5" and supposedly runs a 4.3. If that's legit, then wow, we might be looking at a rare physical specimen. I want to see that speed in action. I want to see how he separates from corners, how the defense responds, and whether he can make some highlight plays that force the coaching staff to take notice. I still remember watching speedsters like Chris Johnson and Jacoby Ford back in the day. And if Thornton brings even a fraction of that explosiveness at his size, he could be a real weapon. Now we're heading into my top 5, and this is where things get a little more intense. These next few guys are the ones I truly believe can shake up the roster and make serious noise during the minicamp. And listen, this is all just my opinion, right? But if you've been watching this team closely, I think you'll agree that these are the names worth circling. Cody Lindenberg comes in at number 5. Linebacker is one of the most wide open positions on the roster right now, and Lindenberg's got a real shot if he can outperform guys like Amari Gaynor, Tommy Eichenberg, and Amari Burney. It's not going to be easy. Those dudes are all hungry too. But I want to see if Cody brings that extra edge, that sense of urgency. 7th round picks have a tough road, but we've seen late round guys make it before. Can he be one of them? Tommy Mellott is my number 4. This guy's such an interesting prospect. He's listed as a wide receiver, but he's also got experience at quarterback and is expected to contribute on special teams. That kind of versatility is gold in today's NFL. I've interviewed him before, and I can tell you he's got a great mindset, very coachable, and totally locked in. His speed is legit too. Ran a 4.39. I'm dying to see how the staff deploys him and whether he makes an early case for a spot on the 53. At number 3, give me Jack Beck. I wasn't totally sold on him when the pick was first made, but the more I've seen and heard, the more optimistic I've become. He's got that dog in him, man. I want to see him bring that intensity every single snap. Reminds me a little of when Max Crosby was a rookie. The dude was all out all the time, and that effort alone made him stand out. Jack seems to have that same fire, and I'm excited to see if it shows up in a big way during camp. Number 2 is Darian Porter, and I've got high hopes for this kid. He only recently transitioned to cornerback after spending 5 years as a wide receiver at Iowa State. But from what I've seen, he's making the switch look easy. There's a steep learning curve for sure, but he's got the tools. If he continues to develop, I honestly think he could become the best corner on the roster. Maybe that's a hot take, but sometimes you've got to trust your gut. Richard Sherman made a similar switch, and look how that turned out. And finally, we get to number 1. You already know who it is. Ashton Gentry. I mean, how could it be anyone else? He's the centerpiece of this rookie class and possibly the future of the offense. I'm excited to watch everyone, but Gentry's the guy I have to see. His tape is electric. His style of play is physical, fast, and smart. He's got the potential to be a cornerstone player, and I want to see how he carries himself now that he's officially part of the team. Every snap he takes at minicamp is going to be under the microscope, and I can't wait to see if he lives up to the hype. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on our Las Vegas Raiders, and don't be shy. Drop your thoughts on the news in the comments below. The Las Vegas Raiders have just made one of the most significant moves of the offseason, securing a major deal with none other than Josh Allen, the star quarterback formerly of the Buffalo Bills. In what can only be described as a dream scenario for the franchise, the Raiders have agreed to a massive contract that will see Allen at the helm of their offense for the foreseeable future. This groundbreaking signing is not only a testament to the Raiders' commitment to contending for a Super Bowl, but also a statement of intent in the highly competitive AFC. Allen, known for his cannon arm, athleticism, and clutch performances in high-pressure situations, is exactly what the Raiders need to elevate their offense. The contract is reported to be one of the largest in recent history, underlining just how highly the Raiders value the former MVP candidate. Allen's arrival in Las Vegas is expected to transform the Raiders' offense into one of the most dynamic in the league. With his ability to make plays both in the air and on the ground, the Raiders now boast one of the most versatile quarterbacks in the NFL. Pairing him with the likes of star wide receiver Davante Adams and emerging playmaker Josh Jacobs in the backfield, the Raiders have assembled an offensive juggernaut that will surely cause nightmares for defensive coordinators across the league. This signing comes at a pivotal time for the Raiders, who have been building toward becoming serious contenders for the Super Bowl for several seasons. While they've had some solid pieces in place, the missing link has always been an elite quarterback to lead the charge. With Allen now in the fold, that gap has been decisively filled. The Raiders' front office made it clear that they were willing to go all in to bring in a player of Allen's caliber. By securing this deal, they not only send a strong message to their fan base, but also to the rest of the AFC West, which is known for its fierce competition. The division features powerhouse teams like the Kansas City Chiefs, the Los Angeles Chargers, and the Denver Broncos. But with Allen now under center, the Raiders feel more than equipped to go toe-to-toe with any of them. What makes this move even more significant is the timing. The Raiders' offense has struggled in recent seasons to find consistency at the quarterback position, but Josh Allen's presence should bring a new level of stability and excitement to the team. The Raiders' offensive coordinator will have the luxury of tailoring a game plan around Allen's strengths, with a focus on deep passes, designed quarterback runs, and a more aggressive, fast-paced attack. As of now, fans are already buzzing about the potential for this high-powered offense. The combination of Allen's cannon arm and the Raiders' explosive playmakers is a recipe for success. The AFC West, which has long been one of the toughest divisions in football, is about to get even more intense with the Raiders' new weapon at quarterback. Allen's leadership and skill set will undoubtedly elevate the Raiders to a new level, and if the team can put the right pieces around him, they may finally have the formula for a deep playoff run. With this massive acquisition, the Raiders have not only put themselves in the conversation for the 2025 season, but have made a clear declaration that they are a team to watch in the years to come. As Josh Allen officially joins the ranks of the Las Vegas Raiders, one thing is for sure: the offense is about to become the stuff of dreams. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Las Vegas Raiders, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.